Good afternoon, folks. This is Mark with Mark's Mobility. We have here a V6 Frontier all-terrain power chair. Not for the beach though, but all-terrain, but the beach. With the seat lift and electric tilt at only 6 miles. Good afternoon, folks. This is Mark with Mark's Mobility. Some of you are going to be really excited to see this chair here today. This is a V6 Frontier all-terrain power chair. Okay, so this power chair will go all over your yard like nothing you've seen out there. This power chair has 2 motors that are 800 watts per motor. That's 1600 watts of power between this motor and this wheel on the other side. This chair has a suspension that's incredible. This chair only has 6 miles right now on it, so it's literally brand new. It's a few years old, but it's been sitting in someone's home. 6 miles on this power chair. It has the seat lift and it has the electric tilt also, folks. So all the functions on this chair have to be worked through the joystick. So let me show you right now, before we do anything else, those 2 functions. You would go to the joystick. Where it says mode, you would push the button. As soon as you push the mode button, you'll see a picture of your chair in the screen. If you want the tilt, you want the bottom and the back to be black. If you want the seat lift, you just want the bottom to be black. If that's what you want, you can change the colors by going sideways with the joystick. So I'm going to go sideways. Right now it turned out to black. Then you can just pull the joystick back and you'll see the seat lift starting to go up, okay? Now the seat lift on this one, by the time you're all the way down, it's going to be about 24, 25 inches because you're sitting so much higher off the ground. You got bigger tires. So when the seat is down, it's about 24, 25 inches. If you add 12 inches, you'll be roughly at 36 inches high. And we're going to get it all the way to the top. Notice the foot plate comes up with the seat. So we're raised up all the way up now. There we go. And the nice thing about this chair, look at this, folks, it still dries with the seat elevated. You can see the chair with the seat elevated right there. You can see it's built like a tank. And you can see right here the 2 motors. While we have the seat elevated, you can see the big motor here and the big motor. They're connected directly to the wheel. There's no chain, no belts with this chair. Now, if you want to push this chair like a car, if you want to put it in neutral, you would turn your power off because these are electric motors. So turn the power off here. And you see the big handles? 1, 2, and now look, you're in neutral. When you're done, 1, 2, and you're back in gear. And then you turn your power back on. The reason you want the power off, these are electric motors, you want the power off. So now the seat is still elevated. Look at that, folks. Okay. And we're going to put the foot plates down. So if you were elevated, your feet are still going to be on the foot plate. Also, if you want this foot plate to be out a little bit further, this can come out a little bit, maybe 2 or 3 inches. So if you don't want it that close, you want it to come to here. That's also possible with this chair. You have calf pads here for your calf while you're elevated and tilted. So this is the seat lift. So we're going to bring the seat back down. As the seat's going down, I want to show you something else that's pretty neat about these seat lifts. A lot of people complain they can't get out of their chairs, okay? So I'm going to bring this one down about halfway. So if you have a seat lift, folks, if you leave the seat lift elevated, okay, and you want to get out of your chair, look at that. You don't need any help. So you can leave the seat elevated, whatever height you need, and then you can get out of your chair with no problem, okay? So we're going to bring the seat down. And the next thing we're going to do is going to be the tilt, which is very nice. And you'll see why the tilt is nice on these. So I just put black bottom, black back. And I'm going to push this back. And you can see the tilt is when the bottom goes back. So if it goes back, it's going to take the leg and the back as they're all connected together. So this is called electric tilt. Now, I'm going to see how far it's going to go, and I'm going to show you something else after that. So this is as far as it'll go. So if you need some circulation in your legs, you need to have your knees, your legs higher than your body. But another thing about this, let me bring it back down. Let's just say you're going down a steep hill, okay? If you leave your seat tilted like this, you're going to go down the hill level. So this is nice about the tilt. If you're going down a steep hill, you can just tilt your seat back and you're going to go down the hill not like you're falling forward. If you're coming up a hill, it doesn't matter because your seat will be the other way. So a lot of people use that. Oh, let me put it back in drive. As you can see, it still drives with the seat elevated, see? With the seat tilted. Whoa, I have it on fast, but don't let it scare you. I should probably reduce the speed in here. All right, so we're going to take it off tilt. Oh, it is off tilt. We're going to put it back and we're going to bring the tilt all the way down flat. There we go. Then we're going to put it back in drive. Now let's look at the base on this chair, folks. This is an incredible base. First thing I want to show you, folks, what makes this chair incredible is these are 14-inch tires with knobby tires, and they're low pressure tires, so that gives you a real good, they grab the ground really good. But also, if there's anything on the front of the tire, this wheel right here, look at this, folks. Look at that. Look how far this wheel goes up. You can see the suspension on the chair. This is why it's an all-terrain chair. But I need to mention something. You cannot go on the beach with it. You can go everywhere else in the woods, in your backyard. It'll go 5 times by any power chair out there. But the reason you can't go on the beach is on the beach you need 4 of these with 4 motors. If you go on the beach with this, what's going to happen, it's going to spin and it's going to bury itself on that hot sand before you get to the ocean. You can have anything next to the ocean, but before you get there, that hot sand. So you need 4 motors, and we do have those. But so this chair will go everywhere but the hot sand on the beach, okay? Because it has too much power. So the base on the chair, as I said, is 14-inch low pressure tire. You saw the suspension. You can see the anchor point here and here. If you transport it, these are welded to the frame. You can see the size of these frame. You can see the size of the wheel in the back, okay? Look at the suspension here, and that can be adjusted by turning this spring right here. There's a little adjustment here. As I said, it's got 800-watt motors on each side, and they're connected right to the wheel. There's no chain, no belt. Everything is direct drive, so it's a lot more dependable. The back of the seat can be adjusted manually, but it's kind of hard. I mean, you need to have a really strong hand. If you're going to do it, it's better to have someone push back a little bit as you do it. It'll help you get it situated. So it's a manual recline. The arms flip up, and it's a swing away joystick. So if you get close to a table, you can swing the joystick away, and it won't swing away because it locks until you push this right here. Then you can see it right there. Then it unlocks. If you're left-handed, we can put the joystick on the left side. It comes with a real big headrest that can be adjusted this way, so you can have some support, or you can leave it up like this. We're going to put it this way for the video today. Let me show you the turning radius on this chair. So if you're outside, you can see this will be your turning radius. You can go inside the house with this one. It's a little bit bigger. Now remember, the seat on this chair is 21 inches wide by 19. We're not changing the seats. If you want this chair, folks, because it's way too expensive on these models to change the seat. It's 21 wide, 19 deep. And the outside of the seats, folks, right here, where it's contoured, this is a metal bar here, okay? There's no give. So it kind of brings you in. So it's a 21, but really it's going to feel like a 19, 20, very comfortable seat, okay? This chair has a top speed of 6.2 miles an hour. So when you watch me do the video outside, you're going to see a big grin on my face, because I love doing videos on these because I love all-terrain power chairs. So when you charge this chair, this is not the charger, but they all work the same. You plug it right there, and as soon as the light goes to green or to full, the charger will stop charging. This chair has a distance of about somewhere around 10 miles on a battery charge, but if you're in the woods, you're not going to get 10 miles. So you'll be able to tell with your gauge, right? There's a battery gauge that tells you how your batteries are doing. I would bring my charger with you, whatever if you go on a weekend in the woods with it, to recharge it. It has 2 big batteries. They're 75 amp batteries. There's 2 huge batteries. They're in here somewhere, but they're in there. I know they're in there. So let's do a recap. We have a Frontier V6 all-terrain power chair, but the beach, okay? The total width from outside to outside of wheel is like 26, 27 inches. The arms are only 24 from outside to outside, 24, but the wheels are a little bit wider than the arms, so you This is what's going to go through your door. So let's just say 27 inches, okay? The arms flip up. You have a swing away joystick. You have the electric tilt, the electric tilt, and you have the seat lift of 12 inches. And both of them will drive with the seat elevated or tilted. You have the solid suspension, the big frame, 6.2 miles an hour power chair. You have the big custom headrests. And this chair only has 6 miles and it's ready to go. All right, this is one of my favorite chairs. 6.2, 6.3 miles an hour. Woo, look at that. Look at the suspension. You're talking about suspension. Look at that. The whole front end, that's normal. You won't be driving like I'm driving it, but I'm just giving you an example of what it does. So if you're in the yard and those front wheels go up like that, you'll be able to track really, really good. And when it stops automatically because it has built-in brakes right in the motors. There's 5 speeds on this chair, so you can transfer the speed right here. So you can put down right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm down to 1. This is speed number 1. Okay, well that's not fast enough. You see the difference between speed 1 and speed 5 is like 6.2 miles an hour. What I do is I keep it on all the way to 5, and I drive it like a car. So if I just push it a little bit, it barely moves, so I control the speed like a car. This chair is almost set up for me. I'm 6 foot tall, 185. We're gonna go in the grass with it. I wouldn't call that grass. Follow me, we're gonna go on the other side of this truck. Here we have a ditch. It's about 3 or 4 feet like this, and you'll see it climb with no problem. Just follow me. A lot of big roots. I don't want to go too close. You see how it goes over those roots? And look at that. This is like crazy here. This is going to be nothing coming up here like that. And what we're going to do, we're going to go over here. It's about 3 or 4 feet in an incline with a bunch of roots and a bunch of loose sand. And I'm going to go slow so you can see that I don't have to go fast. The power is in the motor. Watch. I'm going to go slow. Did you see that, folks? There's roots here that are 2 or 3 inches. You may not be able to see that in the camera. It'll climb a tree. Look at that. Anyway, I don't want you to do what I just did. But what I'm telling you folks is, I just want to give you an example of what it'll do, okay? This is pretty extreme what I did, but people say, well, my yard's a little bumpy. Well, folks, this will go through your yard with no problem. As I said, not a beach chair, but everywhere else but the beach. And you'll be able to tell where you can go, where you can't go with it. But this is one of the most, to me, if I'm looking for an all-terrain chair and I have an inside chair, but I want to have an outside chair, this is the one I would have. And this one has the seat lift. It has the tilt. It has, right now it has 7 miles. So it has 6 miles earlier. It just switched over to 7 miles. It has 800 watt motors, low pressure tires, anchor point. It'll drive tilted. It'll drive, oh, I could have showed you also coming down tilted. Let me do that so you can see that. Well, let me go over there first. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about earlier. Too much power. So I'm coming down this hill. So what I can do is tilt the seat back like this. Put it back in drive. And come down the hill. Level. Isn't that crazy? That's what the tilt is for. A lot of people go hunting and they have big hills and they don't want to feel like they're being thrown out of the chair. So if you're looking for a nice chair, folks, by far, these chairs are fantastic, folks. And this one is ready to go. Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marc's Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.